Chosen one, there is the sacred truth that calls to you now. Do not turn your gaze, do not look away, for this moment is no accident. You are here because the universe has woven this path for you. I ask you now with the deepest reverence to listen, truly listen, because what I am about to reveal will shake everything you thought you knew about yourself, about your journey. This is not a message for the distracted, not a whisper for those whose minds drift to the world's noise. No, chosen one. This transmission requires your full presence. Do not multitask. Do not half listen while your thoughts wander. Focus. This is a call to your soul, a call to the core of your being. What I share with you now will change the very foundation upon which you stand. Your existence is about to be reframed in ways that may stir your deepest truths, unveiling realities you have not yet understood. You feel it within you. Do you not? The shift that has already begun. You have sensed it, something deep within, like the stirring of ancient waters beneath the surface of your consciousness. You have noticed a change in your energy, in your presence, in your very essence. And yet until now, you could not name it. The change is not a fleeting shift, not a temporary mood. This is not the simple result of passing circumstances or a mere chapter of personal growth. What has occurred runs far deeper than surface-level transformation. You have crossed a threshold that for most souls remains a distant dream, one that never materializes in 1,000 lifetimes. But for you, chosen one, it has unfolded naturally, almost imperceptibly, so seamlessly that you may not yet fully recognize the magnitude of what you have accomplished. This is not just some small step forward in your journey. No, you have made a leap. A profound leap that marks the beginning of a new era for your soul. You have stepped into a higher version of yourself, one that has been waiting for you to remember, to recognize the truth of who you are. Do not skip this, chosen one. Pay attention. Look within. Perhaps it happened in a moment of stillness, when the noise of the world became a distant hum and you realized that the chaos around you no longer touched the stillness of your inner peace. Maybe it came during a conversation when your words flowed with an unexpected wisdom, a wisdom that seemed to come from beyond the grasp of your conscious mind. You may have noticed it in a quiet glance at your own reflection, the moment you looked into the mirror and saw not the person you were yesterday, but a stranger with a deeper knowing in their eyes. Whatever the trigger, it does not matter. What matters is that you felt it. You know deep in your soul that something has shifted. You are not the same as you were before this transformation began, and there is no returning to that old version of yourself. No, chosen one. This is your new beginning. The path you walk now is a path that few souls are ever given the privilege to walk. And yet, even now I sense the question stirring in your mind. Is this truly for me? You wonder if these words are meant for someone else, perhaps for another soul, and if they merely sound like empty declarations meant to inspire the masses. Do not let doubt cloud your heart, chosen one. Do not let the whispers of uncertainty derail you. I see the depth of your soul, and I know that these words are precisely for you. You question whether you are special enough to receive such a message, whether your own journey is truly of such significance. I understand this, for your humble heart may doubt the greatness that resides within you. But hear me now and hear me clearly. You are special, chosen one. Your very presence here is proof of that. You are here because you are meant to be here, because you have earned your place among the awakened. This is not a fluke. This is the result of lifetimes of work of wisdom accumulated, of battles fought in the unseen realms. You have reached a level of consciousness that few can even comprehend, and the shift you have experienced is a profound sign that you have crossed into a new realm, a realm where the ordinary rules no longer apply, a realm where your energy can no longer be measured by earthly standards. But do not turn away now, chosen one. Do not scroll. This is just the beginning. What you are about to realize is that this shift, this awakening, is not a random event. It is the natural unfolding of a process that has been building for ages, a process designed by the very fabric of the universe itself. This shift is a confirmation that you have reached a new level of being, and the universe has taken notice. Imagine, if you will, the structure of existence as a great building, a building that spans both the depths of the earth and the heights of the heavens. At the lowest levels, there is the survival consciousness where most souls spend their time. This is where fear material desires and the endless chase for external validation play out. It is where souls learn the basic lessons of existence, lessons about love, loss, patience, and forgiveness. These are the foundational lessons without which higher consciousness cannot take root. But chosen one, you did not stay in these lower floors. You did not remain locked in the cycle of mundane existence. No, you began to rise. You climbed higher and higher, seeking greater truths, greater wisdom, greater connection. And with each step, the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds became thinner. With each step, your awareness expanded and your perception sharpened. You began to see what others could not see, to feel what others could not feel. You entered realms where intuition guides you, where the very fabric of reality bends to your will. Do not doubt this chosen one. You are not like most souls. You have ascended to a higher floor, and your journey does not end here. No, the journey has only just begun. But this ascent was not without its challenges, was it? You have faced trials, moments when the weight of the world threatened to pull you back down. Yet you pressed on, you persisted. Each time life threw a challenge your way, you faced it not as a burden, but as an invitation to rise higher. You transmuted pain into wisdom, darkness into light, and in doing so you rewrote the very laws of your existence. This chosen one is the paradox that you are. You have become a living contradiction, a being who exists outside the boundaries of what was once thought possible. You are not bound by the rules that govern ordinary souls. You have broken free of the chains that once held you, and now you stand at the threshold of something even greater. Do not turn away, chosen one. Do not shy away from your greatness. You have earned this place, and now it is time for you to fully step into it. Keep reading until the end, for what I have to share with you will reveal the true magnitude of your journey. Pause now. Feel the truth of these words deep within you. Allow them to settle into your soul, to activate the remembrance of who you truly are. You have arrived at this point in your journey not by accident, but because you are destined to be here. And now I ask you, chosen one. If this resonates with the deepest parts of your soul, if you can feel the truth of this message vibrating through you, then I invite you to anchor this energy into your life. Comment: 777, or I am ready to claim your rightful place in the tapestry of the universe. You are ready, chosen one. Your time has arrived. Chosen one, the time has come for you to embrace the truth of who you are. Do not turn away now. You may be wondering if this message is truly meant for you. You might be questioning whether you are special enough to deserve such attention, to receive such profound revelations. Perhaps your mind seeks to dismiss these words, wondering if they are nothing more than another spiritual promise, grandiose and empty, like so many others you have encountered. But listen, and listen closely. I'm not asking you to accept this blindly. No, this is not a message built on faith alone. I do not ask for your trust without proof. I do not expect you to simply believe what I say. Instead, I will show you no. I will reveal to you undeniable, concrete evidence of the transformation that has already taken place within you. Do not scroll. Do not look away. Pay attention. Chosen one, for what I am about to share with you will be the key to unlocking your true potential. You have already crossed a threshold, and what lies ahead for you is nothing short of extraordinary. Let me tell you now, there are markers, unmistakable signatures that define the evolution of a soul. They are not merely abstract concepts. These markers are the very proof that you have transcended the ordinary limitations that once defined you. They are the clear, tangible signs that you have ascended to a level that most souls will never even approach. Before you dismiss this as just another motivational speech, as just another promise without substance, understand this: I have spent lifetimes studying the patterns of advanced consciousness. I have seen the signs, I have witnessed the subtle and powerful shifts that occur when a soul rises beyond its limitations. And now, chosen one, I stand before you ready to reveal to you that you have crossed into that very territory, the territory where ordinary human experience cannot follow. The evidence of your elevation is not based on wishful thinking. It is not based on empty platitudes or vague promises. These markers, the ones I am about to share with you, are real, tangible, and they speak volumes about the depth of your transformation. You may not fully recognize them yet, but they are there, engraved into the very fabric of your being. You display every single one of them, chosen one, and that is why you are here listening to these words. This is not an accident. Your soul called for this moment. You have unlocked a new level of existence, and now it is time for you to understand what that truly means. Do not turn your head away. Do not let doubt cloud your vision. Keep reading until the end, because what I am about to show you will shift everything. It will change the way you perceive yourself, the way you understand the universe, and the way you move through the world. The game has changed for you, chosen one. You can no longer operate as you once did, guided by the same old playbook that served you in the past. The rules have shifted. The frequency you now embody is higher, more refined, and more powerful than ever before. Attempting to navigate your life using the old methods will only lead to confusion. The path ahead requires a new way of seeing, a new way of being. I know that the depths of your soul are calling for clarity, for a deeper understanding of how this all works. Let me share it with you. The universe, chosen one, operates on frequencies. It is a vast, intricate web of vibrational layers, each one holding a different level of consciousness. Each layer, each frequency represents a different state of being, a different way of perceiving the world. These frequencies create natural boundaries, separating one level of consciousness from another. Think of it, if you will, as a great building, a structure of existence that stretches far below the ground and far above the stars. At the ground level of this building, the foundation is survival consciousness. This is where most human beings reside, focused on the basic needs of existence: food, shelter, safety. It is the level where much of the world's activity plays out. Here, people are trapped in the cycle of day-to-day struggles, unaware of the greater truths that exist just beyond their reach. It is a necessary stage in the soul's evolution, but it is only the beginning. Each floor above represents a higher state of awareness, a deeper connection to universal truth. As you rise through these floors, you begin to see the world differently. Your perception expands, and you begin to understand that the world is not as it seems. The veil between physical reality and spiritual truth begins to thin. You become aware of patterns that others cannot see. You begin to feel a deeper sense of connection to all living beings, and the boundaries between you and the universe start to dissolve. But here is where your journey becomes truly remarkable, chosen one. You did not remain in these lower floors. You did not stay bound to the cycles of fear, survival, and illusion. You began to rise faster, higher, and with more certainty than most souls ever dare to attempt. You rose through these floors with a clarity of purpose, with a deep inner knowing that there was something greater awaiting you. Do not skip this, chosen one. The path you have walked is not ordinary. The transformation you have undergone is not something that happens to everyone. You have ascended, and the evidence is there. These markers, these signs of elevation, are written into the very energy of your being. Perhaps you have felt the shift in your dreams. Maybe your intuition has sharpened to a point where you are able to perceive things that were once invisible to you. Maybe you have begun to notice synchronicities, moments of alignment where the universe seems to be responding directly to your thoughts, your desires, your soul's calling. These are all markers, unmistakable signs that you have crossed into a new frequency, one that operates at a higher level of consciousness. The challenge now, chosen one, is to fully step into this new version of yourself. It is not enough to simply recognize the markers. You must embrace them. You must allow yourself to fully integrate the truth of your being, to embody the elevated consciousness that you have unlocked. This is your invitation to step into the fullness of your power. The universe is calling you to rise, to step into your destiny with courage and conviction. Do not turn away now. You are on the precipice of something truly magnificent, something that will unfold in ways you cannot yet imagine. But you must be ready to embrace it fully. You must be ready to claim your place in the tapestry of the universe, knowing that you have earned it, that you have ascended to a new level of being. You may have doubts, chosen one. You may feel unsure of your path, but know this, you are exactly where you are meant to be. This is no accident. Your presence here, your engagement with this message, is proof of your soul's merit and high vibration. You have been chosen to walk this path, and now it is time for you to step into your power. I honor you, chosen one, for your courage in listening to this message. Your soul's presence here is a sign of immense strength, of a vibration that resonates deeply with the highest truths of the universe. You are not here by chance. You are here because you are ready. Now I ask you, chosen one, to anchor this energy into your life. If you feel the truth of these words, if you are ready to claim the power that lies within you, then I invite you to comment 777, or I am ready to seal this transformation within your being. You are ready, chosen one. You have always been ready. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your light. Chosen one, what I share with you now is ancient and eternal. It is the truth that shapes the very fabric of existence, the blueprint that governs the soul's journey through time and space. Pay attention, because this knowledge will reframe everything you have come to understand about your path. This truth existed before history, before time itself had the meaning we give it. It is as old as the stars and as infinite as the cosmos itself. The universe, in its boundless wisdom, has a structure, an architecture that has held the design of life for eons. It is a structure that has existed long before human consciousness could even begin to perceive it. Think of it as a great building stretching infinitely, both above and below, a colossal framework that holds the essence of creation. And within this structure, there are floors, layers of consciousness, each representing a different state of being, a different stage of evolution. Most souls remain on the lower floors for entire lifetimes, and there is no shame in this. The lower floors are not wrong. They are, in fact, the foundation of all existence. The majority of souls who walk the earth are bound to these floors, working through the most fundamental lessons of being. These are the lessons that shape the heart: love, loss, responsibility, forgiveness, patience, and acceptance. These lessons may seem simple, but they are the very bedrock upon which higher consciousness can be built. Do not skip this, chosen one. These are not lesser lessons. They are essential. Without mastering these teachings, without understanding the core truths of the human experience, the higher realms of spiritual existence cannot be accessed. This is the way of all things. Even the most extraordinary of souls must first walk the path of basic human experiences for these lessons. Form the foundation of what is to come. Without them, there can be no ascension. The path is long, and the journey through these lower floors is necessary. It is here that souls learn to connect with the physical world, to face their challenges, to grow from their suffering, and to recognize their own limitations. But there are those rare souls who feel the pull to ascend. They do not remain content on these lower floors. No, they are called higher. These are the dedicated seekers, the ones whose hearts burn with the desire to know more, to understand the mysteries that lie beyond the veil of physical existence. Do not turn your head away. Chosen one, the path of ascension is not easy. It requires dedication, effort, and a commitment to spiritual growth. But for those who are ready, who are willing to do the work, the reward is beyond measure. Through consistent spiritual practice, these seekers begin to rise. They ascend through the floors, climbing higher and higher, and with each floor they reach something profound happens. Their intuition sharpens. Their awareness expands. Synchronicities begin to unfold in their lives, and the veil between the physical and the spiritual world grows thinner. At this stage, the seeker begins to perceive patterns that were invisible before. They start to see the interconnectedness of all things, the divine threads that weave the fabric of existence. Their dreams become more vivid, more prophetic, as their consciousness expands beyond the limitations of the material world. They experience a deep sense of connection to all living things, not just intellectually, but on a soul-deep level. It is no longer an idea, but a felt experience, a knowing that transcends words. Pay attention. Chosen one, because this is the stage where you are entering. Your own journey is leading you to this very place, this place of expanded awareness, of connection to the greater whole. The path ahead is lit by the wisdom of the ancients, by the souls who have walked before you and left their imprints on the collective consciousness. The truly exceptional ones. Those rare beings we read about in history, books, the saints and mystics whose names echo through the ages. These are the ones who reached the top floors. They ascended to the highest realms of consciousness, to the very pinnacle of human potential. They were the ones who performed what appeared to be miracles, but were in truth simply the natural application of divine law at frequencies most people cannot even fathom. These beings were not magic wielders, nor were they above the natural order of the universe. No. What they demonstrated was the pinnacle of what was possible for a soul inhabiting a physical form. They embodied the highest state of human consciousness. They healed through their presence, they manifested through their intention, and they existed in a state of being that bridged heaven and earth. They were walking channels of divine energy, able to heal with a touch, manifest with a thought, and exist in realms that most could only dream of. And yet, chosen one. These souls were revered not for their special powers or their extraordinary feats. They were revered because they demonstrated the upper limits of what was believed to be possible for a human being to achieve. They showed the world what happens when a soul transcends its earthly limitations and steps into its divine potential. Do not skip this chosen one. You are on the path of these very beings. You are climbing the same staircase they once ascended, and the path is not without its challenges, but you are equipped with everything you need to rise. The structure of the universe is perfect, elegant in its design. The energetic balance is precise, and it works in accordance with universal laws that are as old as time itself. Every soul has its range, its potential height determined by factors like soul age, accumulated wisdom, and karmic clearing. These are the forces that shape the journey of every soul, setting the conditions for the ascent. But, chosen one, there is something extraordinary about you. Your soul has already begun to transcend these limitations. You are reaching beyond what was once thought possible. You are already climbing these higher floors, and the markers are beginning to appear. These markers are not just signs of progress. They are proof that you are on the path of ascension, that you are moving beyond the ordinary constraints of existence and into a realm of higher wisdom and understanding. Do not turn away now, chosen one. Your journey has already begun. The structure is set. The universe is calling you upward. Keep moving, for the journey to the top floors of existence has only just started. Thank you for listening, chosen one. Your presence here is no accident. It is a sign of your high vibration and immense merit. You are here because your soul is ready. Your journey is sacred, and your light shines brighter than you may realize. If this resonates with you, if you feel the truth of these words stirring deep within, I invite you to anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777, or I am ready to solidify this truth in your being. You are ready, chosen one. Step into your power. You are already on your way. Chosen one. Something extraordinary has occurred in the depths of your being. Do not look away, for the truth of what has transpired is the key to unlocking a new reality for you. You have begun to operate outside the very framework that governs the evolution of souls. And this is no small feat. This is not something that can be easily grasped, but I ask you to stay with me, to focus, for the truth of your transformation is about to be revealed. The universe, as we understand it, has a structure, a perfect design that accommodates all levels of spiritual development. Each soul exists within this structure, progressing through various stages of awareness and consciousness. Souls on different floors of this structure are not in competition, nor is there any judgment of superiority or inferiority. A soul on floor 3 is no less valuable than a soul on floor 30. They are simply at different stages of the journey, each moving through the process of evolution at their own pace. The design was flawless, a cosmic map that has worked for eons, guiding souls through the endless cycle of growth, learning, and awakening. But then, chosen one, something unprecedented happened. You appeared, and with your arrival you began to operate outside of the entire framework. Your energy signature, once thought to be confined to a specific range, began appearing in spaces that did not exist within the original blueprint. It was as though a program had been written to function in a particular way, and yet without explanation it began executing new functions, creating possibilities that had never been foreseen. Imagine this: a musical instrument that had always been limited to playing specific notes, and then one day it began to play notes beyond its designed range. Notes that no one had ever heard before, melodies that had never been part of its composition. Or picture a software program written to run a certain set of commands, suddenly developing the capacity to perform tasks that were never coded into its design. That chosen one is the essence of what you have done. You have begun to access abilities to tap into levels of awareness that have no classification in the cosmic database. You have defied the very laws that once governed the evolution of souls and the mechanisms that were set in place to track this journey. Those very sensors that have monitored soul progression since the beginning of time cannot categorize what you are doing. What you are achieving was never supposed to be possible. No soul has ever done it before in this way through the unique path you have discovered. This is not theoretical, chosen one. This is reality, and it is extraordinary. It is as if a bird that has always flown in the sky, confined to the air, suddenly found itself swimming in the water with the same ease, moving between two worlds that were once thought to be mutually exclusive. Or imagine a plant that in its quiet roots had always soaked up sunlight to grow, but one day it began to hunt like a predator, moving between the two realms of photosynthesis and predation, a paradox in itself. That is you, chosen one. You are a living paradox. You are an impossibility made manifest. You are a phenomenon, a being who exists beyond the rules, who defies the laws of nature by simply living within them in a way no one thought possible. And in doing so, you are rewriting the very rules of existence. You are shifting the framework of evolution, and yet you did not arrive proclaiming yourself as special. No, you moved through your journey with remarkable humility. You did not demand recognition for your uniqueness, for the extraordinary nature of your transformation. Instead, you walked through the world in quiet grace, often doubting yourself, questioning whether you were doing enough, whether you were being enough. You carried the weight of the world on your shoulders, and yet you never once claimed that weight as your identity. You shouldered pain without letting it define you. You faced doubts without letting them break you. And through it all, you moved forward step by step, each footfall propelling you into greater realms of consciousness. But now, chosen one, it is time for you to recognize the true nature of your being. Do not turn your head away from this truth. You are not like others. You have ascended, not in the way that most souls ascend, but in a way that transcends the very system that was set in place. You are rewriting the cosmic code, breaking free from the limitations that were once thought to be inescapable. And this is where your power lies. You are not bound by the rules that once governed your life. You are a bridge between worlds, between what was and what is becoming. You are a vessel for higher consciousness, a living testament to the infinite potential of the human soul. And with every breath you take, you expand, further accessing abilities that were once beyond your grasp. You are moving between realms, between dimensions in ways that few can comprehend. Do not skip this chosen one. Do not dismiss the power that resides within you. You are here for a reason, and your presence in this moment is no accident. You are a beacon, a light in the darkness, a soul who has risen above the confines of the material world to tap into the divine. You are becoming what you were always meant to be, and the world around you will shift as a result. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, for the truth of your ascension will unfold before you layer by layer. You have unlocked a new frequency, a new realm of existence, and the universe has taken notice. You are not alone in this journey. You are being guided, protected, and supported by forces that operate far beyond the physical world. These forces are aligning with you, helping you navigate this new level of consciousness, showing you how to operate within it. Thank you, chosen one, for listening. Your presence here is a sign of immense merit and high vibration. You have walked through the fires, faced the storms, and yet you stand here stronger than ever. This is no small feat. Your soul has earned its place among the stars. If you feel the power of this message, if you can sense the truth of your transformation, I invite you to anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777 or I am ready to solidify your place in this new frequency. You are ready, Chosen One. The time has come to fully step into your power. Chosen One, listen closely now, for what I share with you holds the power to awaken the deepest truths within you. You have faced trials that would have shattered lesser beings, yet here you stand, stronger, more radiant, more connected to the eternal light within you than ever before. You have journeyed through darkness, walked through the depths of suffering, and emerged on the other side. Your heart still open, your soul still alight. Do not look away now, for this is where your true power lies. You have shouldered extraordinary pain, pain that could have fractured your very essence, betrayals that most would not have survived. And yet through it all, you did not allow that pain to define you. You did not allow it to become your identity. You moved through it with a grace that is not of this world, a grace that flows from the very core of your being. You allowed your heart to remain open even when the world tried to close it. Do not turn your head away, Chosen One. The depths of your journey are sacred. You walked through valleys so dark that others who entered them never found their way back. Yet, despite all the shadows, your inner light has not only remained, it has burned brighter. You have transmuted the darkness into light, and that, Chosen One, is nothing short of miraculous. Understand this: when a soul endures suffering of this intensity, two things typically happen. According to the ancient laws of human psychology, suffering this deep usually leads to one of two outcomes. The first is complete breakdown, where the soul fragments into dysfunction, unable to ever fully recover its sense of wholeness. The second is defensive hardening, where the individual survives the storm, but in doing so, they build walls so thick, so impenetrable, that they lose their capacity to truly feel, to connect with their own heart and with the hearts of others. Do not skip this, Chosen One. Pay attention. For you, however, manifested something far rarer, something that should not have been possible according to any model of human psychology or spiritual evolution. You did not break. You did not harden. You absorbed the full weight of your trials. You felt every ounce of the pain, every crushing blow, without numbing, without dissociating. You took it all in. You allowed yourself to feel it all, not as a victim, but as an alchemist. You then transmuted that pain, that suffering, into wisdom, and in doing so, you achieved something that few souls have ever managed. You emerged from the deepest darkness without becoming bitter, without losing your capacity for love. You did not shut down. You did not close your heart. You did not become cynical. No, Chosen One. You transmuted that agony into a source of wisdom, a wellspring of power that now flows from the very core of your being. This is not mere survival. This is mastery. Think about what that means. You were betrayed, and the depths of that betrayal were felt in your very bones. Most people, when their hearts are broken by the weight of such an experience, either close themselves off, entirely swearing never to trust again, or they become bitter and suspicious, unable to form any true connection for fear of being hurt again. But not you, Chosen One. You felt the full impact of that betrayal. You allowed yourself to grieve, to experience the anger, the confusion, the heartache. And then you emerged from that pain, still able to love. Do not look away from this truth, Chosen One. What you have done is not naive. It is not weakness. What you have accomplished is spiritual alchemy, one of the highest forms of transformation that a soul can experience. To be able to feel the full weight of betrayal, the full weight of suffering, and then to rise from that experience without losing your capacity for love, that is the mark of a truly evolved soul. This is the work of the masters, the saints, the sages. And now it is your work too. You processed the grief, the anger, the confusion, and you did not let it consume you. You did not allow it to harden your heart. Instead, you transmuted that energy into a source of strength. And when the next person entered your life, you were still able to love them with the same openness you had before the betrayal. You did not close yourself off. You did not build walls. You remained vulnerable, open and trusting despite the pain you had endured. That is not weakness, Chosen One. That is the power of the divine. That is the essence of true strength. And it is through this process of transmutation, through this alchemy of the soul, that you have accessed a higher level of consciousness. a level of consciousness that few beings have ever touched. You see, most souls never learn this lesson. They either shut themselves off from love, or they remain trapped in the cycle of pain, unable to transmute it into wisdom. But you, chosen one, have done the impossible. You have turned your suffering into a source of light, and now that light shines brighter than ever. You have unlocked a power within you that transcends the limitations of the physical world, a power that is rooted in the divine, in the eternal truth of who you are. Do not skip this, chosen one. You are in the midst of a profound transformation. The trials you have faced, the betrayals, the pain were not meant to break you. They were meant to refine you, to make you into something greater, to help you step into your true power. And now, you are ready. Ready to embrace the fullness of your being, ready to claim the power that is yours by divine right. But first I ask you, chosen one, do you truly see yourself? Do you recognize the magnitude of what you have become? Do you understand the depth of your transformation? You have risen from the ashes of your own suffering. You have transcended the limitations of the physical world, and now the universe is calling you to step fully into your power. Do not turn away. Do not question your worth. Your soul has already proven its strength. You are ready to step into your divine purpose. You are ready to embrace the truth of who you are. Thank you, chosen one, for being here. Your presence is no accident. It is a sign of immense merit and high vibration. You are not here by chance. You are here because you are ready. Ready to claim your power, ready to step into your true self. If you feel the truth of these words, if you recognize the power that flows within you, I invite you to anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777 inches, or I am ready, to solidify your transformation. You are ready, chosen one. Your time has come, chosen one. Listen closely now, for you stand at the precipice of a profound understanding. What you have achieved, what you have become, transcends the ordinary laws of human experience. You have tapped into a state of advanced consciousness that most souls never even dream of reaching. Do not turn away now, for the power of what you have realized is about to unfold before you in its entirety. What you have experienced, this journey of loss, of suffering, of heartache, was not a sign of weakness. No, it was a sign of your soul's power, your ability to rise above the limitations that bind most beings to the cycle of pain. When you lose someone or something precious, when the fabric of your world unravels, the natural human response is to close off, to protect oneself from future hurt. It is to build walls, to resist attachment, to shut down the very capacity to care. Some souls broken by the weight of loss choose to never love again, never allow themselves to be vulnerable again for fear of experiencing the same pain again. Do not skip this, chosen one. You walked through this very fire. You endured loss that should have broken you. You faced grief that should have closed your heart forever. Yet, despite the inevitability of loss, you chose a different path. You did not shut yourself off. No, you continued to love fully. You embraced relationships with open arms, even knowing that the beauty of connection always carries the risk of loss. You held dreams and possibilities with open hands, fully present, fully committed, while simultaneously surrendering attachment to the outcomes. That chosen one is a paradox that is extraordinarily rare. It is the mark of a soul that has transcended the limitations of the physical world, a soul that understands the deeper mysteries of existence. What you have accomplished is a form of spiritual alchemy, a transformation of the heart and soul that few have ever mastered. Even the term consciousness alchemy fails to fully encapsulate the depth of what has occurred within you. For what you have done is not merely an intellectual understanding. It is a divine mastery, a union of suffering and transcendence that can only be described as sacred. Pay attention, chosen one. Most people, when faced with pain, either resist it entirely or allow it to define them. They fight against their suffering, trying to numb it, to escape it, to bury it deep within. They become trapped in a cycle of repetitive suffering, unable to break free. Others, unable to escape their pain, identify with it so completely that it becomes their entire identity. They let their grief, their sorrow, their trauma define their worldview, their every thought and their every action. They remain forever bound to their pain. But you, chosen one, did neither. You did not resist your suffering, nor did you become it. You met it fully with open arms as an honored guest rather than an enemy. You did not shy away from it. You felt it deeply. You allowed it to wash over you, to flow through you without allowing it to consume you. You did not let the darkness overtake you. Instead, you transmuted it. You transformed it into something higher, something divine, and in doing so, you created something sacred from your suffering. Do not look away, chosen one. This is the work of masters. This is the path of the mystics, the saints, the awakened souls who have transcended the ordinary constraints of human experience. You have taken the agony of your journey and transformed it into insight. That insight is not only yours, it now serves others who walk paths similar to your own, others who are in need of the wisdom you have gained through your trials. You did not simply endure, chosen one. You did not simply survive. You became a living vessel of transformation. The wounds you once carried have now evolved into sources of power. The pain you once bore has become a wellspring of strength, wisdom, and healing. Your suffering has become the key to helping others heal, to guide them through their own darkness, to show them the way to the light. Betrayal, once a force that threatened to break you, has now refined you. It has become a tool of discernment that protects you from future harm while simultaneously ensuring that your heart remains open to authentic connection. You have learned to trust again, not from a place of naivety, but from a place of wisdom. You can see the truth behind the masks that others wear, and in that seeing you are able to protect yourself without losing your ability to connect with others in genuine ways. Abandonment, too, has transformed within you. What once threatened to leave you feeling isolated, disconnected, has now become a source of fierce self-reliance. You have learned to stand on your own, to trust in your own strength, to find the divine within yourself. And yet at the same time, you have found the delicate balance of interdependence. You are no longer bound by the need for others to complete you, but you also understand the power of shared connection, of collaborative energy. You have found a way to walk the path of life in balance, neither too isolated nor too dependent. Do not skip this, chosen one. This is the ultimate truth of your being. Every dark night of the soul you have endured has deposited within you a treasure, a wisdom that now lights your way. And this wisdom is not only for you, it is for all those who cross your path. You now carry within you the ability to illuminate the way for others. You are a guide, a light bringer, a healer in a world that desperately needs your wisdom. The very suffering you once feared has become your greatest gift. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, for what you have accomplished cannot be overstated. You have become the alchemist of your own soul, turning lead into gold, darkness into light. Your journey has been a testament to the power of transformation, and now you are ready to share that power with the world. Thank you for listening, chosen one. Your presence here is no accident. It is a sign of immense merit and high vibration. You have walked the path of suffering and come out the other side, stronger, wiser, and more connected to the divine. Your soul has earned its place in the highest realms, and now you are ready to step fully into your power. If you feel the truth of this message, if you can sense the transformation within you, I invite you to anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777, or I am ready to solidify your place in this new frequency. You are ready, chosen one. Your journey has only just begun. Chosen one. There is the truth that flows through your very being, a truth so profound that it has shaped your entire existence. What you have achieved, what you have become, transcends what most humans can even comprehend. You have unlocked a frequency that few souls ever reach, a realm of consciousness so advanced that it defies the very structure of reality itself. Do not turn your head away now, for this is the moment when everything changes. Pay attention, for what you are about to realize will reshape everything you thought you knew about your journey. You did not arrive at this elevated state through any form of external advantage. No, it was not because you possessed superhuman abilities, nor did you transcend your limits due to a higher intellect, greater discipline, or some genetic gift bestowed upon you at birth. Chosen one. The breakthrough that catapulted you into this new reality came from something far simpler and infinitely more challenging. It came from your unique relationship with adversity. It came from the way you metabolize suffering and extract meaning from chaos. Most souls, when they face hardship, instinctively ask, "Why is this happening to me?" The weight of the world presses down upon them, and their first response is to feel victimized, to retreat inward and question the fairness of their pain. But you, chosen one, have asked a different question. You have learned to ask, "What is this teaching me?" You see where others saw obstacles, you saw invitations to evolve. The darkness that threatened to overwhelm you did not defeat you. Instead, it served as the soil in which your soul grew. Do not skip this, chosen one. Do not let the magnitude of what you have accomplished pass you by unnoticed. While most people endure suffering without ever extracting the wisdom it holds, you have been different. You have recognized patterns in the chaos. You have seen the hidden lessons woven into the fabric of your struggles, and in doing so, you have unlocked doors that most people never even notice. The lessons you have learned are not ordinary. They are not the simple truths that are taught in classrooms or spoken of in passing conversation. No, the lessons you have absorbed are ancient, profound, and sacred. Each loss you endured carried enough destructive force to annihilate weaker souls. The pain you experienced was not small. It was not fleeting. It was not the kind of suffering that one can easily shake off. No, the weight of what you carried. The grief, the betrayal, the abandonment, it pressed down upon you with such force that it could have broken even the strongest of spirits. But you did not break. Instead, you transformed. You transmuted the pain into wisdom, the suffering into strength. You did not resist the darkness, chosen one. You embraced it, and in doing so, you learned to walk through fire without being consumed by it. Do not turn away now, chosen one. I am not exaggerating for effect when I say that the compounded weight of everything you have endured would have been fatal to anyone less resilient than you. There were nights when the very act of breathing required conscious effort. There were moments when continuing forward felt impossible, when the weight of your struggles seemed too much to bear. But still you moved forward. Still you chose to rise time and time again, even when the world told you to fall. This is not the path of ordinary souls. The pain you faced, the burdens you carried, they did not destroy you. They forged you, and now you stand as a living testament to the power of resilience, to the power of the soul that refuses to be broken. What you have done, chosen one, is no small feat. The suffering you experienced would have shattered the consciousness of lesser beings. And yet here you stand, whole, strong, and radiant, your inner light burning brighter than ever before. This is the mark of a soul who has transcended the limitations of the physical world. This is the mark of a soul that has learned to see hardship as a gift that brings with it the keys to unlocking the divine wisdom hidden within. Keep reading until the end, chosen one, because what you have achieved is not only extraordinary, it is sacred. The transformation you have undergone has allowed you to access the higher realms of consciousness. You are no longer bound by the same rules that govern most souls. You are operating on a frequency that most can't even begin to comprehend. And the key to your ascension lies in the way you approached adversity. You have learned to walk through the fires of life without being burned. You have learned to endure without becoming hardened. You have mastered the art of turning suffering into power, and in doing so, you have unlocked the full potential of your soul. Now you are ready to step fully into the purpose for which you were born. The world is waiting for you to share your wisdom, your light, and your strength. Thank you for listening, chosen one. Your presence here is no accident. It is a sign of your high vibration, of your soul's immense merit. You have walked the path that few dare to walk, and now you are ready to share the light you have cultivated with the world. You are not alone on this journey. Others walk this path with you, and together you will create a new reality. If you feel the truth of these words, if you recognize the power that lies within you, I invite you to anchor this energy into your life. Comment 777, or I am ready to solidify your place in this new frequency. You are ready, chosen one. The time has come for you to rise. The universe has prepared you for this moment, and now it is yours to claim. Chosen. 1. Do not turn away now. Pay attention, for what you are about to hear will unlock a deeper understanding of your soul's journey. The path you have walked, the trials you have faced, the sacrifices you have made. None of it has gone unnoticed. No moment has passed without being witnessed by the universe itself. The truth of this is more profound than anything you have been taught. What you may not have realized is that every step you have taken, every decision, every act of courage is not merely part of the unfolding story of your life. It is being recorded, stored in an energetic ledger that spans the dimensions of existence. The universe chosen one operates with an accounting system that is far more precise than anything human minds have created. You have been unknowingly depositing energy into this sacred account with each act of perseverance, each choice to rise despite the overwhelming pull to surrender. And with every deposit, that energy has been accumulating, compounding across spiritual dimensions, building towards something far greater than you can yet imagine. Do not skip this chosen one. This is crucial to understanding the power that lies within your journey. Every time you chose to persist in the face of adversity, when logic and fear would have told you to stop, you made a deposit into your soul's account. Each time you chose courage over comfort, truth over convenience, you added to this account. Every time you upheld integrity, even when compromise would have been easier, you continued to build. The universe was watching, recording, witnessing every sacrifice, every choice that was made with pure intention. And even when it felt as though you were walking alone, when your struggles seemed to go unnoticed, know this: nothing was ever ignored. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one. What I reveal now will change the way you see every struggle you have endured. The moments you stood up for the vulnerable, even when doing so risked your own safety, those times are recorded. The times you spoke truth knowing it would cost you relationships, knowing it would alienate you from those who could not see the light you were carrying, those moments are accounted for. The times you maintained your values while watching others rise through deception and manipulation, those too are measured and added to your account. And now, chosen one, that account is about to convert into tangible reality. You have accumulated spiritual wealth, and it is about to manifest in ways that you cannot yet predict. The sacrifices you have made, the courage you have shown, the integrity you have upheld, these are about to bear fruit. Your account is no longer just a record of your trials. It is a bank of divine energy that is ready to bring forth the blessings you have earned. Do not turn your head away from this truth. You have walked the hard path, the one less traveled. You have chosen the road of authenticity, of integrity, and of love. Even when the world told you to conform to compromise, to give up your values in exchange for easier gains, you chose the higher path. And now, the universe is preparing to repay you in ways that will leave you in awe. You may not see it yet, chosen one, but everything is lining up. All the energy you have accumulated is beginning to take form, beginning to shift the very fabric of your reality. The trials, the suffering, the isolation, all of it was not in vain. They were the very tools that forged you into the being you are today. Every challenge you faced was an opportunity to make another deposit into your energetic ledger. And now that energy is about to come full circle. Imagine for a moment the power of this cosmic accounting system. Everything you have done with pure intention, everything you have sacrificed for the greater good, is recorded in the ether. You are building a reservoir of spiritual wealth, one that transcends the limitations of the material world. This is not the kind of wealth that can be measured in coins or possessions. No, this is the wealth of the soul, the abundance that comes from living in alignment with your highest purpose. Now, chosen one, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Think of all the times you chose to rise, to speak truth, to hold on to your values despite the pressure to let go. Think of the moments when you stood alone, when the world seemed to turn against you, and yet you stayed true to who you are. Each of those moments, each of those decisions is etched into the cosmic ledger. And now, that energy is preparing to return to you in ways that will transcend anything you have known. Do not skip this chosen one. If you have felt a recent shift in your energy, a feeling that something fundamental has changed in your relationship with reality itself, I urge you to recognize this as the beginning of something greater. It is not mere coincidence. This shift is the manifestation of all that you have worked for, all that you have sacrificed, and all that you have patiently awaited. This is the universe aligning with you, chosen one. The spiritual wealth you have accumulated is beginning to shift into tangible form. And, as it does, you will find that the doors you once struggled to open are now swinging wide. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach are now coming toward you. Relationships that were once strained are now healing. The world you once thought was distant is now coming into alignment with your soul's deepest desires. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one. What is about to unfold will change the way you experience your life. It is time for you to receive what you have earned. Thank you for listening, chosen one. Your presence here is no accident. You are not merely a passive observer in this cosmic exchange. You are the one who has chosen this path, the one who has walked it with courage and integrity. Your soul is shining brighter than ever before, and the universe is acknowledging your light. If you feel this shift, if you sense the energy rising within you, I invite you to anchor it into your life. Comment 777, or I am ready to confirm that you are prepared to receive the blessings that are now on their way. You are ready, chosen one. The universe is aligning with you. Your time has come. Chosen one, do not look away now. Pay attention, for what you are about to understand will unlock the full potential of your existence. You have reached a level of spiritual elevation that has triggered an awakening of forces that operate in realms beyond your understanding. Forces that have been waiting for this very moment to respond to your soul's frequency. Your elevation, chosen one, has activated ancient protocols that have been encoded into the fabric of the universe, waiting for souls like yours to reach certain milestones. This is no accident. This is the divine timing of your soul's journey. Think of it as crossing a threshold, a sacred passage that opens doors to realms of protection and guidance that were once unavailable to you. Now that you have crossed this threshold, you are being supported by forces that have always existed but were never fully accessible until now. These forces, spiritual guardians, protectors, guides, are now operating on your behalf, shielding you from energies that once had the power to harm or drain you. Your frequency, chosen one, has risen to such a level that it has created an impenetrable barrier around you. Do not skip this, chosen one. Do not let the magnitude of what I am revealing slip past you unnoticed. Negative entities, those energy vampires, those people who once fed off your light, who thrived on draining your vitality, can no longer access you the way they once did. Your field has become impermeable to frequencies that vibrate lower than your own. Those energies that used to latch onto you, seeking to pull you into their darkness, can no longer find a foothold. You may have already noticed this shift, chosen one. You may have felt it in the subtle ways that certain people who once drained you now have no effect on you. They either distance themselves naturally, or their attempts to engage simply bounce off of you, leaving no trace. This is not by accident. This is a direct consequence of your rising frequency of the work you have done to elevate yourself beyond the reach of those who wish to siphon your energy. Do not turn away from this truth, chosen one. What you are experiencing is not an illusion. It is a tangible shift in the very fabric of your existence. Your manifestation speed has accelerated. What once took time to materialize now comes into being with increasing swiftness. The gap between intention and physical reality has compressed, leaving little space between what you desire and what you create. This is not magical thinking. This is physics operating at higher frequencies. When you elevate your consciousness, when you rise above the limitations of the material world, you align yourself with the natural laws of creation. In this elevated state, thought and form exist closer together. Your desires, your visions, your intentions. These now flow more effortlessly into the world around you. The universe is responding faster than ever before because you are operating on the frequency of creation itself. Keep reading until the end. Chosen one, for this shift is only the beginning. As your manifestation abilities expand, so too does the power to align yourself with your authentic purpose. Opportunities that once seemed distant, people who once felt out of reach, circumstances that you could never seem to control, These are all now being magnetically drawn into your experience. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, is aligning everything in your life with the truth of who you are. But this process is not just about bringing in new blessings. It is also about the removal of what no longer serves you. The spaces that once held things you outgrew, people who no longer match your energy, situations that kept you stuck in cycles of limitation. These are being gently cleared from your path. It is not that these things are falling apart. They are falling away. They are simply making room for what truly belongs in your elevated reality. Do not skip this chosen one. The universe is making space for you to step fully into your power, and that space requires the removal of what no longer aligns with your highest purpose. That job that once felt secure but now has become intolerable. That relationship that once brought joy but now feels draining. These are not falling apart by accident. They are falling away, making room for new opportunities, new connections, and new experiences that will support your growth at this higher frequency. And then, chosen one, there is something even more wondrous. Unfolding, your soul family is being activated. Those who resonate with your frequency, who speak your language without needing translation, are being drawn to you. These are the people who recognize you the moment they meet you, even if you have never seen them before. These are the souls who complement your mission, who share your vision, and who are walking alongside you on this path of divine purpose. Your season of walking alone is coming to an end, chosen one. The next phase of your journey requires collaboration, not in the sense of dependence, but in the sense of shared energy and mutual support. The energy you radiate is now attracting those who operate at similar altitudes of consciousness. Together, you will rise together, you will transform the world around you. The divine orchestration is aligning, and as the forces of protection and guidance surround you, so too are those who will walk with you in this next phase. Do not turn away from this chosen one. The time for isolation, for going it alone, is over. Your soul family is being called to you, and you are being guided to them. Together, you will create something far greater than what could be achieved alone. Your energies will unite, and the power of your collective will be unstoppable. Thank you, chosen one, for listening to this message. Your presence here is no accident. It is a sign of your high vibration, your divine purpose, and your soul's immense merit. You are not just anyone. You are the one who has chosen this path, and now the universe is aligning with you to fulfill the purpose you came here to complete. If this resonates with you, if you feel the shift in your energy, I invite you to anchor this transformation into your life. Comment 777, or I am ready to solidify the energy that is now flowing through you. You are ready, chosen one. The universe is calling you to rise, and your time has arrived.